Flubbly.
He's so wobbly, wobbly. Hello, can I
Into the boss. You know I do it to myself. Holy shit, was that Genshin's thing that did all that damage and a mix of yours? Holy shit, that was strong.
Yeah, we can go with that. We can go with that. It was
that
you.
just...
Look at you doing massive damage.
I can't tell now if you're actually being serious or just taking the piss out of me. Okay. I'm back proper. Sorry that took so long. Had to deal with some cat stuff. You know how cats are. Pains in my butt is what they are.
Now. Let's go check on her.
Hey, Kale. You doing alright, hon?
Kale's asleep.
Yeah, you don't say.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we?
Sure, why not?
To be honest, I hadn't realized you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
Yeah, well,
So
what
just
can I
to
say?
clarify,
We're
what
great.
I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to.
Okay.
And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you.
But...
she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now
That's
she wishes
fair
to
enough, then.
reciprocate the gesture.
So,
It's very nice of her.
what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, that really does. That sounds awful. Like, Christ. Cannot think of a worse way to, like, deal with stuff like that. Like, that would legit suck. Sorry. Alrighty, so let's keep going here.
Wait,
They'll lose control over their body? Jesus, that's actually terrifying. What the hell?
It was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
So, is there any cure for it?
With treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage.
Okay,
However,
but
there is
what happens if it
unfortunately
does?
still no true cure for Elazar.
Oh, shit.
Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
I'm sorry, what? The Fatui? Jinx
You
Paimon?
already are familiar with them.
That's not good.
Explanation. Anyway,
That's
the person
really
who
not good.
Eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care. Said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
Oh
I have
no.
no idea how
The
this
Wanderer.
doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them.
That
However,
can't be good.
Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale
can imagine.
is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her
Sorry, just gotta grab
experience
my,
with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now,
as it
she
would.
can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
That's why she freaked on Paimon.
Kale's been through so much suffering.
Yeah,
by
that
the
really
way, Paimon,
sucks.
Kale wanted
That's
me to tell
awful.
you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She shouldn't have to apologize for it. Yeah,
This is her fault at all.
exactly. It's not her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Yeah, no,
Don't worry,
never.
Kainari. We'll take good care of her.
But how's Kale's condition now, obviously? Is it
It's
any
not
better?
too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better.
Well, that's
Though
good
I
then.
must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us.
Well, that's very
Her
kind of
stamina
you.
has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Yeah. I
Alright,
mean, that makes
now that I've
sense.
told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine.
I mean, is there anything we can do to help?
We'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Gotcha.
No problemo.
Oof.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Kainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species. if
Alright,
you
there we
ask
go.
me.
That's better.
The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower.
Right, okay.
You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take
Why is that?
Palata, for example.
Yeah?
The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And
Huh,
then there's
interesting.
the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose and is completely contrary to its name.
Right.
Oh. Huh. Okay then.
So the flower isn't actually...
Never bring up the topic of flowers with Kainari.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're usually gonna end up either being disagreed with Paimon or just being outright wrong on something, I'd imagine, with a lad like Tainari. So let's see, though. Forest Watcher, yep, ignoring you for now. What's the book get me to do? Oh, cool. Yeah, sure, what's up, Nikki? What's the favor? Your AR? Junior, Kodad, Donut, Sean, CK, Nikki. Your AR is 33 by the looks of it? Adventure rank 33, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it, right? No worries. Whoa!
I'm a rock.
got you there, and... Alright, got those couple of items, so that's good at least. Don't go down there, because that thing will probably kick my butt. No worries, Nikki. Glad I could help. And also, what am I meant to do with these things? Ah, well. Work it out later. But for now, let's go see what Hanari needs us to do exactly, because they're trying to find something. I know that.
Let's go, let's go.
Yes, I got it! Ah, that's what I call a good shot. Now, where'd that piece of meat go? Fell around here, didn't it? Ah, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. What the... I heard something. Anyway. Oh, Tanari's down here. Right. Gotcha. Oh, Tainari, where you at, dude? Whoop. Hit the water, hit the water, hit the water. No, we were gonna smack into the ground. Oh, glad I slowed us down then, because that would have
There
hurt.
should be Nilode Palalotuses growing somewhere in this area.
You think?
Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of
Okie
them,
dokie,
that would
if
be
you say so.
sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Gotcha. Gotcha, Chief. Not the thing I'm wanting. Guessing it's these things. Yep. Thought as much.
Alright, we've gathered enough new and follow lotuses. Let's head back to meet Kainari.
Alright, there's one I missed. Ah, tits. Sorry, traveler. Oopsie. Note to self, keep track of your goddamn breath.
We found the lotus.
Let me have a look.
Goober Blue.
I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience saved me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Oh, well, that's good, right? What up, man?
Oh, Kainari, someone's calling your name.
You don't think... Oh, you don't say, Paimon. You don't say.
Yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out
Something's
what's going on.
happened. I'm betting something happened. Why do I have a feeling it's going to have something to do with Kale?
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
Ah. Well, that's not
Withering is
good.
Back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
That was smart of you.
Contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
Ah, that's okay. We'll work it out.
Had a vision,
We always
and
will.
It appeared to still be spreading.
And we
So we
always
didn't
do.
risk
So
getting
we
any
got
closer.
this.
Okay,
We
I understand.
totally got
You made
this.
the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Kainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumuwu rainforest. It's called the withering.
We're already aware of it.
The affected
Buddy?
areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
We don't need a vision because we are the vision.
I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place.
Yeah, I
As
know.
Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
Do you not see the color of what I'm
Any
wearing?
of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone. We first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Yeah, no, we have an internal one.
Have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Yep, indeed we are. We're that awesome.
Others deal with similar situations before.
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before?
Not
I
exactly.
was planning to properly show you both how to identify the withering before you left Gandharvaville. Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me.
Go. Let's go. Nilo. Nilo. Pala lotuses. Okay. Alrighty, what we got here?
That gloomy area over there looks like a withering zone.
You don't say.
Anyone seen one before? It's still kind of scary.
A little bit, yeah.
Alright, traveler, we're about to enter the withering zone. Since you already have experience dealing with these things, you should already know what to do. But please remember, don't push yourself. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Yep. Okay, got that one. Let's close you off.
All the branches have been cleared. We'll need to take care of the tumor.
Yep, got it.
Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Yep, alright, well, bye-bye to you, and goodbye to you. And whack-a-ding-dong bang!
Destroy the tumor of the withering.
See ya! And the forest is nice and healthy again.
Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
And no worries, Tainari.
Sorry? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
Because he
It's
is.
not obvious, huh? Alright. It's like this.
Yeah.
Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover.
Oh, damn.
This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
So what, you reckon her...
Well, why is that?
she's tied into the forest,
I'm
maybe?
not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way,
Interesting.
have you heard of Irminsul before?
Summer
Irminsul
before,
is a
yeah.
tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Yeah.
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Makes sense.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the god of wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time, until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Gotcha. That's interesting. So probably should activate that? Oh. If I can get up there, we'll activate the teleport. Well, let's see if I can get up all the way here. Surely I should be able to, right? Keyword there, should be able to. Doesn't mean I'm gonna. Hey, there we are. Got up. And let's go grab that teleport. Ganda Hill. Ooh, pretty. What is that? That would be Sumuwu City. Gotcha. There's the statue of the Seven I activated earlier. Alright, well at least we're back in town.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Yeah, what about Hypatia? What's wrong with them? Did they get lost again, or...?
What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
What, yesterday? Or the day before? Yeah.
How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Yes. Allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must
Yeah.
have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Obviously, because
code?
this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible.
Fair
Got
enough.
some emergency rations set aside for times like this.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations?
Let's find out. So, how do you feel?
It's like a light and refreshing.
You're not
Yeah.
feeling even a little drowsy?
Seems not. Paimon.
Wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious?
Yeah.
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all, though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out,
Yeah, so
your
what exactly did we see?
consciousness
Because we saw the
connected
tree, right?
directly with Irminsul.
Oh.
What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That
Probably.
was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Okay, Tainari, what are you going to go grab exactly, dude?
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll
Hey,
answer
Kat.
any questions
Nice.
you may have.
Well, I hope your
No,
study's going
I
well.
should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Thanks, Tainari. All right, and zoomy, zoomy, zoom, away we go. Worship. Yes, I need to collect 18 Dendroculus.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
All right. I guess that's what we're doing then. Inside the cave we go. Hello, Hypatia.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here.
This can't be good.
Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
What the? Hello? Oh god, is she passed out? The heck is that? Please don't tell me you have to fight this little creature thing, because I feel like it's going to be a friend, not an enemy. We're going to have to fight it, aren't we? What the? Where'd it go? What happened?
Hypatia.
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
You mean like from the stream outside?
Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Wait, looks super fog. Oh no. Has the forest changed shape or something like this?
Things out here end up looking like this.
Yep, as I was about to say.
What happened? And where are we? Really?
There's got to be a logical explanation for this, Paimon.
You're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Are we inside, like, the world's memory or something like that? Because that feels like that's what this is. Door of Resurrection? Oh no. We're gonna get into a fight, aren't we?
Wow. This place is huge.
Yeah, it really is.
I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of
Ow, 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 ow. Hey, got the chest. Nice. What the? What's going on with this door over here?
Swift and merciful.
That's like the thing that was in the underground area. Bouncy mushrooms and domains. Gotcha. Nope. Oh, we're in a domain. Okay. Oh, shoot. The bouncy shrooms. Something really weird's going on here. And I'm not sure I like it. When who? What the shit? Wait a minute. This reminds me of Kazuha's... Why are we backing into Zuma? What is happening?
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder that too, Paimon. What the... Yeah, this is... strange. What the... What? Great, where? Where are we gonna go next? Are we gonna go... back to Liyue? I'm getting seriously confused. Primeval rosin in domains. Is that meant to say resin? Okay, things are getting really weird. What's the next stop gonna be? Liyue? Or Mondstadt? Oh, shoot. Hi, fellas.
From whence you came, a touch of frost.
Alright, got him down. And you are going down for the count yourself. But, buddy.
Spirit blade, attack! One with my blade.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Yoo-hoo! Can't handle your drink, huh?
From whence you came.
Woo! What? No, 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 no. No, no, no. I want the... Fuck! No, 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 no. Game, 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 game. I want that chest. Fuck. Well, I guess I'm not getting that chest. Shit. Oh, guess I'm gonna have to go back in there. Because I want that chest. Alright. Alright, so that's where I was, right? I was in there. So I'm gonna go back in there, grab that chest, and then we're gonna hop over to the next section. Because my dumbass forgot to. Please let me be able to get that chest, because that would be really annoying if I couldn't. Where does that take me? Hello? Surprised I didn't notice that on the way through. Well, I guess I didn't really look to my left or right. Now, did I? Teachings of Praxis. Strange name. Alright. Now we can head out. Alright, let's go this way then. Let's go this way, Chad. Let's go this way. Oh, balls. Come on. I am not that bad at jumping in a game. Seriously. Am I? Well, I mean, evidence would dictate otherwise, I guess, Blue, but, you know. Alright, grabbing you. Alright, so we're in a domain of some kind, obviously. And activation complete. Time to go see what's around here. Also, double check there's no chests I missed. No. Okay, already got it. Brilliant. Let's keep moving on down the what? Okay, where are we gonna end up now? What the?
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute.
We're
Hey,
back in
what's the
Inazuma?
matter? You don't look so good.
What the? That's a weird symbol. Oh, it's a view puzzle. Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm here. Ah. There we are. Oh, what? It just turned from 3D to a flat image. Huh. Strange. Okay. Things get weird. Nope, and we're back to the forest. Hello, where are we gonna end up now? Oh, wowzers, this is beautiful. What the? Oh, great, the Abyss Herald. I thought you were dead.
What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
Right. I'm pressing X to doubt here. Because you're a dick.
Bow before the abyss.
Propagate! Swift and merciful.
Here's probably where I needed Razor.
Submit for judgment. Forth my blade.
Everybody stand back!
Look at you, Boozle.
Scatter! A touch of frost.
It froze me in position. Allows me to do that.
From whence you came. Spring forth!
Huh? Why can't
Are we going crazy?
Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We faced others like him before. What's wrong this time?
He's probably not real.
You may have managed to avert
I have a feeling he's not real.
crises before. Your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
Still must find my sister.
Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
That his sister wants nothing to do with it.
Long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your
Well, this ain't gonna end well. Oh boy. How screwed am I, chat? Am I like totally screwed? I feel like I'm totally screwed. Definitely totally screwed. Oh. What? We're back in the cave?
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here.
Paimon.
There she is. Quick, let's see how she's doing.
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Zoned out for a minute there.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's
We're
really
fine.
not like you.
Yeah, I know it's not, but we're fine.
We can talk about this
We're
later.
fine, Paimon.
Better make sure she's alright first.
True. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that, indeed.
Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit.
Jesus Christ, look at the size of the fruit next to her.
To good use.
That fruit is gigantic. Why is it like the size of her head?
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Sorry, Hypatia, it ain't.
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
You give Hypatia the letter from Tainari. Okay, what does it explain to her?
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Yeah, sure. We did.
Actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived.
Damn it, Paimon. You ratted us out.
Kinda wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Spirit of the forest. Kind of like a little cabbage.
So, you're able to see them too?
Cool. Yeah, we totally can.
Wait, hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No.
Oh, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know
Interesting.
this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Ermin's soul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
It put you to
And
sleep?
then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes,
Fascinating
no
little
doubt
creature,
about
yeah.
that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Just a couple. But sounds like you're hungry. So you better eat first.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier. Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup.
Really, Paimon?
Asia, there are specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
And when was that?
Are you already finished cooking?
Sure. Okay.
All done. Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it.
Okay.
Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Sounds good, Paimon. Give Hypatia the food you made for her. Yep.
Are you already finished cooking?
Yep, we are. Here you go. That was some good food from Mondstadt.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power.
Huh.
Since the root of
Interesting.
the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I understand.
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question.
Does make sense,
Why
yeah.
was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such
Hey,
a long
Nightshade, how
time?
you doing?
That was primarily
Hope you've
due
been
to
good,
his
dude.
body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense,
Nice, well,
he could
hello to
perceive
you
the
too.
Dendro Archon's
I do
power
hope your
and
day or
experience
night
the
is
sensory
treating you well.
overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry, though.
Okay.
It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your
Well, good
body
luck with
should
that.
still be sensitive to the powers
Yeah,
of
sounds
the
it.
Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider
Yeah,
it
fair
worthwhile
enough.
so long as I
We're
could
in
connect with Irminsul at
Sumeru.
will.
Or Sumeru.
Oh, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
Yeah, fair enough. It's changed a lot
I
since
am a researcher
then,
after all.
I think.
As a member of the Ritawe Darshan at the Academia,
Oh,
my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact.
Ew.
I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage.
Oh,
Sages
Jesus.
have said that Irminsul contains divine
Well, that's
knowledge,
dark.
and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we
Jesus.
can't be alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Yeah, that's
Of
my
course I do.
question.
Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects.
How'd you find it back when you started to
I've been
play when
feeling
you
better
first
as
played
of
it?
late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh, is that true?
That's weird.
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither
Wait, the
rational nor
Aranara.
logical.
Wait, what?
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those
We haven't
emotions
done the
influence
Aranara
their
quest line,
dreams.
though.
The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara,
Hey,
I
Catherine.
suddenly saw
It's
a
been
dream
quite a
again.
while. How you
It
doing?
was incredible.
I hope you're doing well, by the
Though
way.
I don't exactly
Long
remember
time no
what I
see.
saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
Oh, that's
Just
good
be
to
sure not
hear.
to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now.
What are you guys up
All
to,
I
eh?
can say is that
What are you
what
up
we
to,
saw
Catherine?
is a memory
Having a
contained
good
within
day or
Irminsul
night?
itself.
I mean, you said you're fine, so yeah, that would dictate then, yeah. Yep, never mind.
What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
No worries. We wish you luck in your...
You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Oh, I'm glad that happy then. I'm glad you're happy then.
Now Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions. Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
I agree with that. Let's get a move on then. And up and up and up we go. Where we stop? It's up here. Of course. And biggity baggity boom, we're here. I know, wait. There we are.
Think Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to...
I was gonna say, yeah, you guys
Sage Kage,
are probably not
I
wanting
am
to cause a
truly
scene,
honored
yeah.
that you came here in person, but
Otherwise,
I'm
you're
afraid
making
I must
fools
still
of
decline
yourselves.
your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll
Good
know
question.
Once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't
So, any
answer the
experience with
questions I laid
Genshin,
out
Catherine,
to
or
my master? If
not
that's
really
the case,
a player of
then
this
I'm
game?
afraid I cannot give you a
Oh, and
definite
ads.
answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
See ya, chaps.
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the Traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Yep.
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of
Welcome
my
back, guys.
acquaintances are researchers.
So, as I was trying to ask,
How about this?
what's your experience with Genshin Impact, eh?
Give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information.
Okay,
Asking
good.
him might prove worthwhile.
Yeah, you
Also,
reckon?
When you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
What are you about to hand us, Tainari?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom.
So,
Needless to say,
it's
this
brain
device and its
powered.
usage fall under the
It's like Jimmy
Academia's
Neutron.
expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Right.
Next up, Sumeru City!
Yeah, but we gotta say goodbye to Kale first.
Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari.
That's nice of her.
Let's go.
Farewell, And
Off to the city of plants. See ya, Tainari. Wait, there's a great... Really? I was about to say, was I just hearing Venti's voice then? But it's not.
I think I'll start with these questions.
Aha! Knew I could find a way up here. Time to climb a tree. Or cheese it up the tree. There's another thing over there. But right now, I want the Dendroculus. Come to me. Very good, very good, very good. Alright, now this thing over here should give us a good 10,000 mora. Watch out below! I guess. Yep, 10,000 mora, just as I thought. You call it. Hate to drop in on you like that. Get it? Drop in. Terrible jokes. Anyway, Kali, green hair beauty, what are you up to?
A safe and successful journey.
Thank you.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale.
Make sure to take care of yourself, okay?
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here.
Well, it's a very honorable
Well,
path to take.
I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess
I
now
get that.
I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another. There's no need to apologize, Kale.
I get that. Yeah,
You should be thanking
that makes
you
sense.
for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Yep, yep, yep. I agree.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Is it a book
Huh?
of some
What is
kind?
it? It's my recipe for pita pockets. I
Hey!
gotta give you a copy, remember?
True.
My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
It can't be any worse than mine.
Thanks, Kale.
Trust
Now
me.
we can eat
If you guys see my
this
handwriting,
food
it is
and
atrocious. Like, my handwriting is
I
just
hope that whenever you
terrible.
see them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Of course we will. Don't worry about it.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Thank you, Kale. Alright, now... really is beautiful. Not gonna lie. Guessing that's the way the game would have had us take normally, which is over the bridge over there. But we decided to do it my way.
Forth, my blade. Ah! One with my blade.
We're just gonna leave those hilly trolls alone. Especially because now I know the history and stuff like that. I feel really bad every time I beat up some hilly trolls. New teleport point done. Oh, how can I help you? And you work for, don't get me wrong, employer tell, I don't let my employer tell me what to do. Welcome into Sumuwu.
City! We finally made it. Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
Well,
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. But how did you know that?
Because we didn't glow.
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha.
In the
But
what?
no need to worry. That won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should
That's
mention,
handy.
due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival.
Well, that's good.
Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try. May the mighty God bless us with their voice. Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing.
Whoa.
Seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam!
Paimon, do not focus on food.
Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us.
It would seem so.
Next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything.
Same happened to me.
Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it.
Probably because you can't meet them, maybe.
Paimon's brain is exhausted.
Maybe I'll indirectly find more information.
Yeah, but what are you going to ask it?
Vague thought suddenly comes to mind. Doesn't unconditionally respond to every query. Also, if the same query is requested by multiple people, the Akasha will still impart knowledge based.
Could it be because we're outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
It's likely. Feelings of intimacy?
Uh-oh.
What?
Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really missed their Archon.
Last one. That's the Lord Kusanali. Really wasn't anything there, was it? Damn. Something weird's going on here.
You two...
Something very weird is going on.
Seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the academia.
Might have more information, yeah.
Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate.
You mean it's right here?
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great. You see, Tainari sent us here and...
Probably don't mention that out loud in case.
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data...
We're not here to discuss academics.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So you two just have some questions for me?
Yeah.
Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha.
Let me guess. It's very limited.
Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Yep. I had a feeling it'd be limited.
You too? But what about your abilities for getting him?
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher.
Hey, Forrest, how you doing?
I see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon.
We're just playing some Genshin tonight.
All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
Yeah, definitely. I always check my rear mirror before I drive, you know?
Somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want
Always.
to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
It's not really
Don't worry
much.
just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here.
Fair enough.
Try asking around and see if anyone else.
True, you could have been flattened like a pancake.
Besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
How?
In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example.
Yeah, but...
It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Thanks, Forrest. That name, funnily enough,
Mention it.
actually came
Information
from...
about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
The name came from my favorite color and the fact that I had a lot of bloopers and outtakes from my VODs and stuff like that, or my streams and everything, you know? That's where the name came from. So, my favorite color, plus the fact that I had a lot of bloopers. You meant this kind of stuff?
Come on. This is a survival skill at the academia.
Yeah, it is.
We're pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
There's still one person we know, I guess.
Like who?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I wrote
Oh, you're right.
Catherine, yep.
The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Isn't that true? There always is a Catherine here. Activate you, then go up here. Oh, Catherine!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, traveler in Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two.
Oh, that's good.
Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites.
I've talked to a couple of them, yeah.
And work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Aswant, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles.
So, go to see the mercenaries to get information. Thanks, Catherine.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Alright, off to the city.
Hello, Catherine. Urgent commissions I'd like to give you two. Commission to Monsant merchant who's currently in Outer Village. According to him, his associate, Sumter Beast. So great. Missing in the desert? Jesus. Okay, daily commissions. Let's do that. Then need to do this next bit, which is claim and then dispatch. All right. Select a character. Select a character. Chongyun. Put them out. And Farazan. There we are. God, I have a really bad nail biting habit. I've had it for years, right? Just not able to kick the habit.
This new shipment of items.
Hello, got anything on offer? Nope. Okay, who do I talk to about wanting to buy stuff? Hello, welcome. What do you have on offer? All the jewels we currently have, Sarah, have already been reserved. I mean, what we have in the shop must have been... Oh, that's why I can't buy anything yet. Picking out some jewels. No, just admiring them. Might not be able to afford them. It's not hard. Right, let's see. What other shops are around here? What do you need? Like something made? Let's see. Do I have anything that can be made? Yeah, I need to go collect some rocks and stuff like that. Alright, what can I purchase? Right. So a bunch of that stuff. Okay. You are blah 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 blah. Researcher from the academia. Yep. Good to meet you, Mansur. What do you plan to do next? Please have an apprentice. What about a thesis? Take this. Please stop talking to me. Alright. I ain't got anything there. What do you have for sale? Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I always go to the shops in Sumuwu and stuff like that and all the other areas of the game and I just buy up everything I can. Because, like, you don't know when or if you'll need it, you know? Alright, cool. Got plenty of that stuff. Plenty of that. Nothing. I don't need anything. Ignore me. I'm totally not investigating your shop for things. So it should be down here, right? Crafting what I desire. Do I need any of this? Not that I can think of. Probably should make stuff like that eventually, but right now we're gonna see what I can purchase. I can't purchase anything, it's just used for crafting. Right, gotcha. Sure. I've made one of those before, so let's see what happens. Can be used to forge a 4-star weapon? A funerary mosque. Oh yeah. So where did that billet go? Oh, there we are. Can be used to forge 4-star swords. Okay. I'm guessing to forge, I either need the things for it, or I need to see this guy for it. Like something made? Yep. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind for later, but for now, let's try and do more of the story here. So what are you up to tonight, Fars? Hope you're enjoying your night and stuff like that. Alright, we need to get up there. Damn. If I want to open that, I mean. Which I probably should. Hi, fellas. Don't mind me, I'm just dropping in.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you to.
Oh, well, that's good. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, Aswan. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way.
Yep. Exactly.
Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Crap.
Wait.
That's great.
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rugadavada.
Interesting.
In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rugadavada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention...
Right, so Lesser Lord Kusanali isn't respected as much because they don't make, like, they don't do enough with their kingdom, or with Sumeru.
She's just a god that exists, and that's all.
Really?
Oof.
Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
If it's who I think it is, don't believe me.
We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the god of wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
Appreciate it.
Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. After leaving the Citadel, you questioned several people.
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here.
Unfortunately.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems.
You're not wrong.
Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon.
Do tell,
It goes like
madame.
this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay.
That's depressing. Nothing.
Then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity.
Smart man indeed.
Moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you."
Yeah. He went searching and he found what he was looking for,
Along this
just not in the
journey,
way that
we
he
were in
expected.
Every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go.
Yeah, thanks for the story. Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
In a way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
Of course. So did you two know that,
Oh.
I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
That was suspicious.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad was acting super nervous just now. You think they're looking for her? This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now! Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad!
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Nah. Sorry.
Does she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
Strange.
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
I need to stop doing that. Okay, this way, I guess. And there she is.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Sorry, I had to clear my
You
throat.
two. Oh, you startled me there.
Yeah, don't worry, we're not gonna rat you out.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Yeah, don't worry.
Really? Thank you so much.
Sent them in the complete wrong direction.
I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me.
Why is that?
Looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run.
Okay.
Sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't expect me to hide in a place like that.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone looking for you.
Don't look at me. Nothing suspicious going on here, folks. Just a outsider flying around on a glider. Nothing suspicious. Nothing at all. Nothing to worry about. And I'm just hopping around the pole. Don't worry. It's fine. You didn't see anything. There's nobody else with me whatsoever. You're not seeing anything. Bye! Yo, this is pretty.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
Oh, hello.
My lady, who are these two?
Hello. Nice to meet
They're
you.
travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Well, you're nice.
Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated.
Oh, this ain't gonna end well.
If you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Yeah, Paimon, you tell her.
Out of this, you don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much do you want? How much do I need to pay you?
To become your employer. So never listen to my parents ever again.
That's amazing.
A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles.
Respectable. I respect that.
I'm here working for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do.
Fair enough.
Knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And they know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you.
In that case, yeah, it should be. Dia.
I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm guessing.
This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
Wait, what does she mean, her last chance?
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine.
I respect that.
I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for
Better than dragging her back kicking and screaming.
We're acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Deal. Yep, I'd be saying deal as well.
Hey, looks like they've reached an understanding.
Oh, we love to see it, Paimon. Oh, God. You alright, Dunyarzad?
I'm fine.
Dunyarzad?
I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm
Oh,
sorry for
yeah.
wanting you to. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure. After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
And cue the resting.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself?
Uh-huh.
We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now?
Paimon?
How about our charcoal-baked Dagelena cakes. They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry.
But you've cooked slimes before, Paimon. Everything. They're not good.
Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
I'm guessing it had something to do with...
Meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Wait, what?
Really?
How'd you manage that?
When I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams.
That's awful.
One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days.
Jesus.
Then one night, I woke up alone.
That was
in my room.
That sounds awful.
I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
And that's the Dendro Archon.
Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you. Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt.
Look at the background. It's so beautiful that they made.
You really do know everything. Dunyarzad, is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. But, can you make my illness go away? Oh.
That's so sad.
I'm sorry, but I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. Then, can...
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumuwu city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samio, deserts, and all of Tibet. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination.
Yeah,
Before
totally
that, I had
wasn't.
never heard of Tibet.
So I believe the
Yes,
voice you
for
heard
sure.
was
If it
Lesser
weren't
Lord
for that voice, I would have
Kusanali.
never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
That's awesome.
Sub-Zerus Festival.
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday.
Huh.
When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday.
Fair enough.
Everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumuwu. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumuru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist.
Oh.
Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aww, but
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zeros Festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
That's awesome. That is like legit actually so
Does this friend
cool.
happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
Nilu? Wait
I
a
saw her
second.
leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
She just gave her all her money.
Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then
Probably
I'll
not wrong, yeah. But can we come along too?
Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
It's some smooth jazz though, like, damn. Good music. Ah, my nose is itchy. Alrighty, on to the rest of the area. I mean, on to the next story beat. Hi, Catherine. Bye, Catherine. Of course, you can't drink too much or you'll make a fool out of yourself, and you are... Alright. Can I buy anything from you? Sounds like a heavy drinker. It's told, remember murmuring something, say wanted to get drunk. Maybe they'll forget this. Lovely. Oh yeah, I thought it was this character.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Woo! Hell yeah. That's what you want.
Not completely.
Good enough.
And who are these two?
We're nobody. We're just
And Paimon,
yeah.
my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land?
Truthfully, no.
Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to the Sub-Zeros Festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Stage? Damn, what are y'all planning for Xinyan to show up? Oh wait, I think I saw someone talk about this. Or saw a clip of this on YouTube ages ago.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us.
That's awful.
I probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Sub-Zero's festival anymore. Thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad. With the more she gave us, we hired someone to patch up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover.
It looks beautiful.
The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dream to become reality.
Yep, yep.
It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Milu, what are you gonna be doing at the festival?
She'll
Performing.
be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important performance at the Sub-Zeros festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you two about how this holiday came to be.
A little bit of
According to
history.
legend,
Nice.
The Sub-Zeros festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, her friends threw her a celebratory banquet. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she stepped. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only time could stop at this very moment."
Sounds somewhat bittersweet. Yeah, it does.
Huh? Really? Oh, you probably mean because all the gods in this story are no longer alive. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the Goddess of Flowers looked. Though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Milu, you of all people will
That's
definitely
so sweet.
be able to convey
It's
our wishes
kind.
to the Dendro Archon.
That's awesome.
I also noticed
It
that
really
you
is.
extra
I was like,
mile and scattered Padisaras
really
on the
beautiful.
stage.
They symbolize the Goddess of Flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers, but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful purple.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just two real Padisaras on the stage. So, Traveler and Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sub-Zeros festival?
100% would definitely be coming along to that thing. Not like we have a choice because it's part of the story, but it also sounds really cool.
It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about her.
Definitely.
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Of course Paimon wants to watch. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
So how about we all...
But if there's food and a show, Paimon's there.
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali, and we're all looking forward to the Sub-Zeros festival.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Hello.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look funny? Are you an
Thanks, kid.
inventor? Did you know that the Sub-Zeros festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. The best part is when Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, passes out candy to everyone.
Sounds awesome.
Dancing at the Sub-Zeros festival. You know, as a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all.
Why are the light posters
Lesser
there?
Lord Kusanali is too. If the goddess of flowers ever knew lesser Lord Kusanali, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Zerus
Losing appeal over the years as to a wealthy benefactor. Dea?
Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and they're gentler on your skin and... I mean, that's...
Sure, if you say so, Dea.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the Academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
I agree with that, yeah. It isn't much of one without them.
Mila,
Good news,
your
Ard?
outfit looks amazing. There's also something different about you from when we first met up.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the festival.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off this crown. Would you like to try it on?
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the goddess of flowers had beautiful horns on her head, so this crown was made to reflect that. Dunyarzad, you look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself. Hey, is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Catherine?
It's like Catherine.
What's she doing outside of the guild? I haven't seen her out, like, a lot.
Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen
Same brain cell, Paimon, same brain cell.
This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine.
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon. What's shaken?
Whoa, break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day.
Yeah, I get that.
Take YouTube, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about his sister.
Yes, and you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites. We've already made some great friends in Sumeru City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all.
That is right.
See you around.
Ciao.
There
offering today.
Hey, traveler. Paimon.
Oh,
Hey, Deo.
what's going on?
What's
I
up?
got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Are you serious? We'd love that.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone some questions.
I have a very bad feeling about
Lady's
this.
feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
Gotcha, Paimon. Hello. Yeah, I need to get up there for that. Alright, on to the next part.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Yeah, that's a
Listen,
blush.
you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
Let's hope so.
Oh, hey, Chief.
Oh, it's you again.
Ah, Dia.
Hey, Asfund.
What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Osfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Rukshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses. So people from all over have been called back to the city.
Wait, why though?
Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Oh boy.
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, the case is more about the Academia than anything else. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously.
Okay, that's not great. Things being stolen.
But also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Sumeru City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods.
Wouldn't be the first time we've dealt with anything with the gods.
Maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, Just go there and see what happens.
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos...
Fair enough, I guess, right?
Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Sumeru City.
Right, so be careful, don't get our asses kicked,
like,
and...
Sumeru for King Deshret.
Who?
Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
Sounds it.
You bet they are. King Deshret's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Yeah, and you too, Osfond. Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos and see what we can find next.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zerus Festival, so be sure. Good.
We won't
See you
forget.
both at...
Don't worry. First, I need to get up there in order to access the teleport. Alright, let's head up over this way, right? This has got to be the way to get up. I'd assume so. Just gonna grab the teleport point up there and then we're good to head off, because otherwise, not gonna have an easy way to get back into the city. There we are. Got it now. All right. Oh, there's a boat on the water. Nice. Oopsie. I'm just gonna go check on the fam right quick. Okay, that was weird. Sorry, chat. But yeah, we'll be wrapping up shortly and stuff. But tomorrow is going to be the Cursed Halo again, I think, with Buddy Wag. Hi, Doggo. Sorry, not you. What the? Well, I didn't expect that. Note to self, if you see any giant stones like that, make sure to pay attention to them. And all the way back down to the other area we go. Damn. I'll show you. That's like still a fair bit away. Hey, Alfonso. Bye, Alfonso. Story quests. What? Ah, right. That reminds me, I need to keep working on these. Because I think I've only started jeans. Or we did jeans, sorry. Alright, and I guess we're just floating down the river right now. Alright, there we are. Now we're moving. Now we're cruising. Alright, and here we are. Right. Blue, blue, blue. Stop getting stuck on things. Come on, focus me. Whoa. There's a lot of stuff around here. Glad we decided to go along the river. And 3, 2, 1. Oh. achievements. Let's see, what were the other achievements? Any others? Nope, just that one. All right. And then there was also the booklet thing. Nope. 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 Nope.
Propagate!
That's friends. There we are. What's going on here? Eh?
Come and have a good look yourself.
You've got a deal.
Believe me, I'm not making this up.
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy!
You're telling me, Paimon. This place is very busy.
For the largest port in Sumeru.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods.
Yep, so it shouldn't be too far away, right?
We don't have much else to go on. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more well, given all the people that come...
Yeah, we might find a lot of info, Paimon.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question.
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port almost to cut loose a little. Many people often
I can understand that, get behind that, yeah.
get accepted into the academia,
Mm.
let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder.
How's that?
We may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia.
They look pretty serious.
Worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Fair enough then, I can understand that, yeah.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them.
It probably would be wise to stay clear of them, yeah.
Some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection.
Yep.
I even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of... They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then
That's a
how
lot.
could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? Guess we might as well give up
Sorry?
on trying to graduate this way.
Yeah, that's my pent-up result. What? It'll be because of my computer. Love you.
I love you too. Sorry if I worried you today.
Nah, Mom, it's fine. At this point, it's just becoming a norm with our family.
I'm just sick of being in pain, to be honest.
You'll feel better before you know it, I promise. Love you, Mom.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
What knowledge?
That makes sense.
Is it about Lord
The only thing left for
Lesser
us
Lord
is to find a
Kusanali?
way in.
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche fit. So, what's our plan? Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora. But if you know what you're doing...
Don't worry, we do. It'll be fine, Paimon. We're not gonna give them 500,000 Mora. At least I hope not. Because that's a lot of Mora. What are the children doing?
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat.
Yep, tongue-tied. Agreed. Paimon, let's find a seat.
Take a seat. So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
This time?
All these guys talk about is King Deshret.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
I love how the traveler's just like, this is fine.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Yeah, if we don't get caught trying to leave. Are we really... Seriously? We're just gonna ask
What
him?
do you want? A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much more go.
Yeah, you and me both, Paimon.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora,
Oh, thank God.
throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King
Yep.
Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization.
Huh.
Our ancestors were forced to flee to this land, where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies.
Damn.
Furthermore,
That's
she
rough.
conspired with the academia to cover up the truth
That
of
is
her
really
actions
rough.
and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there. Oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it's too late for you to
Nope.
become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Al-Haytham. Hi, Al-Haytham.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Oh.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable.
Oh no, this ain't gonna end well,
That
bruh.
address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their
Go, can I beat the crap out of him and take my Mora
Once
back?
you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Haytham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't
I like
negotiate
Al-Haytham.
with you.
No.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
Fair.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat.
Yeah, but that wasn't really a good idea to do
We
that.
can't agree on any means of negotiation at all. Then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
get
will
stabbed.
jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself.
Ooh, he has a vision.
However,
Hello.
I also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
True. Your boss will tell you to scram.
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
No.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Big words for a little man.
First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Thank you. Got us our money back.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Uh-oh.
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really
This
can't
ain't
afford to
gonna
get so flustered
end
the instant
well.
someone
We
confronts
are
them about it.
absolutely screwed.
Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us plus, he seems to... He went that way, after him!
Paimon, why do you always say chase after everyone who even seemingly remotely helps us? That just feels like a bad idea and one way to get ourselves in even more trouble, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, They might harass you again in the future.
It's not like they're gonna be able to do much. We'll
All
just
right.
beat the crap out of them
Goodbye.
and send them packing.
Hold your horses! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
Yet we're not.
Student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange?
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from
Paimon, you might want to get the sentence correct.
Gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us...
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something you didn't even know what it was?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile.
Yep.
Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Seems
You
like,
know
yeah,
almost
some kind of
everything
knowledge, I
there is to
guess.
know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is what you've been looking for.
Wait, how did you...
Paimon can't tell what it is.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Oh, that was a good cup of tea. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Kat. Very much appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way.
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use.
But
despite strict regulations,
I
some
thought
of
as
these
much.
knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk some.
Yes! Knew we could get answers out of him. Ooh, hello. Adventure flower. Ooh. More chunks. Always good to have more chunks of metal
Let's
and
continue
stuff.
our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
Fair enough. Fair exchange, I guess. Help you with something, you help me with something.
I need you to find
Works
someone
out.
named Dory, a traveler. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock.
Okay.
Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she
Makes
blacklisted
sense.
me.
Makes
I
sense.
met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. How do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The
Yeah,
true
we've done it
challenge
before,
begins
believe
after you
me.
meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We haven't...
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look...
Try inspecting them with elemental...
That's the real one on the left.
Go. Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the
Interesting.
richer it is in Dendro energy.
Makes sense.
However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here, don't be cheap. Oh, and
Matra?
they belong to the Academia's regular... The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two... Okay.
Yeah, we're willing to take that risk. Don't worry, we've dealt with plenty of risk before. It'll be fine.
Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
That's how I use it. Completely forgot how to use it, but at least I worked it out now.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them...
Following the paper...
Ronak.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumuwu rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumuwu rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
You're fine. These things happen.
That pop quiz sure was scary.
Well, Paimon, you don't need to point out the answer to the man.
Please follow me.
The one time I've used walking in this game. Because most of the other times I'm forced to.
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but it...
He's cautious of us. Let's take a
Wait, okay, so I actually have to physically... Okay, I actually have to... I have to actually look at the paper that Al Haytham gave us. Right, okay. Grand Narukami, Naganohara, Beginner Player Badge, Sacred Preliminary Sakunomiya, Modern Shrine Maiden, Debates in the Victory of the East, Torn Page, Toki Alley Tales, Letter from the Abyss Order. Come on, where is it? Oh, Informant Code Chart. Right. Taken by my sold to customers. Right. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this just to be on the safe side here. Because God knows I'm gonna forget. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's try this again.
Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Yep. Okay, so congratulations.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like
Good
you
to
have
know.
some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Fruits that'll make you dizzy. Customer skill corresponds to hard fruit that causes dizziness and ringing in the ears.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ear.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumuwu City or Port Ormos style?
Purchase in bulk?
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully.
Alright, I think we got through it nearly.
Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the mantra! Run!
What? The mantra? Where? I'll hate them if we're done for if they catch
Paimon.
us. We gotta get out of here.
Jeez, that guy took off like a...
Area, so let's follow that informant.
think that might be a bad idea. That probably isn't the right idea to go charging up here after this dude, but, you know. Jesus Christ, this guy moves faster than freaking Amber does on a glider. Oh hey, teleport point. Probably should grab that while I'm passing. I feel like that was a kind of trick.
If you're hiding from the Bristleland Tiger, come this way. Another password. Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right.
Okay, I just gotta heal. There we are. Oh, healed.
Here, over here.
Oh, it's you. Huh. Didn't know it'd be this one.
The one who was calling out to us just now. But are we definitely gonna be safe here?
I would hope so, Paimon.
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any biz, but it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet
Yeah, we're not criminals, but we're not that bright sometimes either.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it. I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by the mantra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business, we don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out.
long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes! She has a trove of Can's knowledge. Whew. She'd probably
Yeah,
go
well, we
on
need to
to
test and
pick
see which
this
one's a
one, for
wheel.
example, an analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Oh, yeesh. Who would want to... Or how about the... with this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation. And, ooh, now that's 2 million Mora. Whoa! That's a lot of Mora! Of course, you are free to pick whatever... Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
So there's that one, and that one.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality. We'll take these, please.
Glad you think so.
My oh my. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100... Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily... Think about it. We've gone to... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
You just want to see me try it. Yeah, exactly.
We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it...
Paimon, don't say the name of the guy you're dealing with.
Useful for you. Excellent.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on a second. I thought we could... Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves... Uh-oh. Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check.
Yep.
So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount?
No. Hey.
Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful. Dory, we'll take this one. All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Mora, Mora, shiny Mora.
She's a bit crazy for a coin.
Please. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about...
Alright, let's head down here. And then I'll have to call stream for tonight. I've already got an idea of who I'm going to raid anyway.
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well,
You're a pretty daring...
relax. No one...
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the...
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't...
Yeah, he just wants to meet... When we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the gods...
In that case, you're on the right track.
Well, that's good then.
A while ago, the academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we can learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties,
but it...
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it too?
As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. Several brigades of my personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation.
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it.
Yeah, it's not gonna
They
happen.
refuse to let anyone from the Academia...
So you kept out?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, I've been sabotaging their business to force the Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that
Interesting.
avenue was
Okay.
previously closed to me. With you on board now...
In other words, you wanted us to befriend...
Yes, you can say that. The day after tomorrow, if I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
Haytham, before you go, we actually...
You two doing so...
Okay, well, this is where I'm going to leave the stream for tonight. Thank you all for joining in. I very much appreciate it. I had a ton of fun here with this. So for now, we're going to dip. We're going to raid a friend of mine. Other than that, please take care of yourselves, everybody. Stay true, stay you, stay freaking awesome. Love faces, take care. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Okay? Look after yourselves. Blue, signing up for now. Ciao.